Okay. Hey friends, it's the Flux Dev call, March 19th, at sometime in some time zone somewhere, or in that awkward time in the year right now where it's kind of strange. Let me go pop the on the screen. A little PSA is that Flux CDIO/KubeCon. KubeCon is next week, and we have a little microsite that we always update for the conference. It's also got a little bit of a note about where and when FluxCon is happening on day 0. There's the sessions as well. You can go check them out. Um, and yeah, here's our booth location as well. So in the project pavilion, our booth is 5B. This is right in the center again. They usually try to give us a pretty good booth spot. So we're not like right next to the stage. We're kind of closer to the walking path on the outskirt of the project pavilion. I probably should have pulled up the map since I'm talking about it, but there's a map for it. They actually put the project pavilion index of projects and times of which projects are going to be there right on the sponsor hall map this year. So it'll be really easy to find booths. But of course, you have to do a whole table lookup on a piece of paper. So um, maybe I should put a picture here or something like that so people can see. And then I guess I'm gonna be adding a session here on Thursday at 11. We'll be putting another talk here. Has some cool pictures from FlexCon. Look at this. This is a nice memory. But yeah, some notes about the 2.8 release, links to the instructions. And if you guys have any resources that you want to add, just PR them to the website or ping me. Fluxidio/KubeCon. And yeah, let's get into the meeting here. We should start one of these. And topics. What do we want to talk about, friends?
Um, I can give an update about the last patch release. We released a patch this Monday, 2.8.3. It has it was just Helm controller, no other controllers, and just one bug fix there, which was so we had that bug from that regression from Helm 3. So it's not present in Helm 3, but it is in Helm 4, which is the um, so the basically for 8 years Helm have accepted invalid Go templates and made them okay internally. Like the in Go templates that double curly hyphen eliminates white spaces between the thing that comes before and after. And that can produce something like hyphen 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 API version. Um, and then Helm for 8 years had this function that fixed that. It's split it back into three hyphens in one line and API version in the next line. So what happened is that in Helm 4, in the post renderers code path, they started parsing the raw YAML to inject annotations and serialize it back to send to the post renderer. And that code did not call the function that fixes the mess. And in Helm patch release 4.1.3 that was released March 11, I had a fix for this problem, and that fix was not the best one. Like it was trying to fix with a new function. So I didn't know about this function in the Helm code base, and I created a new one. that function was really bad. It made things worse. And then when I found out the function that was there for 8 years, I just submitted a new PR to Helm to delete the new function I added and just call the one that was there for a long time. Because this was like we released a patch the day after Helm, so on March 12th, uh, there hasn't been obviously enough time for Helm to merge my PR and release another patch. And because this is only on post renderers code path, like this doesn't affect much people using just the CLI, but it affects Flux because Flux always uses post renderers, even if you don't have post renderers set on the YAML of the Helm release, because we have other features that need the post renderers interface in Helm. So we forked Helm to fix that. So we forked Helm, we fixed it, and we released Flux 283 with a fork of Helm. And uh yeah, hoping they will merge the the PR and we can delete the fork after that. Mhm.
So this would impact any user who has like a malformed, or like if they're using Go templates to generate it, which would generate a malformed template manifest.
So the before so in Flux 282 is the worst version. Like you should skip 282. You should like go from 281 to 283 straight away. Because the bug was in 281 in a way that it didn't affect many charts. My fix in Helm made it worse, and that went on Helm 282. And so before, all you would get were like if you were like only people actually only charts that were actually doing the wrong thing of using go like writing a bad Go template would be affected, which is like the three slashes and the three dashes and the double
Yeah,
curly
version.
hyphen. Now on 282 with my fix, you would like even if you had let's say um some people have in charts like a comment in a script, like to add a script that has lots of dashes, and it would break that. So yeah, I recommend upgrading to 283 as fast as possible.
Just for my understanding, like typically when, for example, for this one, if we were to roll back from 282 back to 281, would it have fixed the behavior for the customers who are impacted by this? Like, is the
Yeah, it would have fixed what I made worse,
Mhm.
but they would
Not the
still,
original one, but yeah,
yeah, the original one would
of
still,
course, yeah,
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 affect them.
of course,
Yeah.
yeah. But typically, even the Helm controller, these moving back from 4 to 3 and things, it's a rollbackable thing where the behavior will, like for example, if we had rolled back from
Yeah,
2.8.2 back to 2.7, what would the what part of
I
this is,
don't know.
yeah.
I don't recommend doing that.
Mm.
Roll forward.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
typically, if there are like issues breaking changes in a version, then some folks do rollback. So just wanted to understand.
between a patch, I think it's okay, but from 2.8 to 2.7, I would not
Mm.
do that. Uh, yeah, that's it. There's a few bug fixes in 2.8.2 that you would not get if we went back to 2.8.1. Sorry. Yeah, there's two maybe fixes beyond this one. Yeah, two or three in 2.8.2. So if you reverted to 2.8.1, you would lose those. But you can just go straight to 2.8.3. Um, Yeah, I guess in terms of releases, that's it. Also, uh, I have a user that pinged me directly in Slack that is trying to use Azure Event Hubs with Notification Controller in AKS with Workload Entity, and they're getting context deadline exceeded in Notification Controller. So I'm trying to reproduce the issue now.
Oh, what error are they
And
getting? Sorry.
Azure Event Hubs in Notification Controller with Workload
Yeah.
Entity.
What error did you say they're getting?
Ah, sorry, context deadline exceeded.
Context deadline exceeded. Okay.
Yeah, when the
Almost
go
sounds like it's not reachable, the event hub. Is it while posting the
Yeah,
message?
they said they troubleshooted the network. They think the network is okay, like if it could be like a timeout due to network or something. Um, yeah, so I'm trying to do that
Ha-
myself now and see what
Has it
happens.
has it worked before and did it stop working, or has it never worked
No,
for them?
they're trying to set up this now for the
Okay.
first time, if I understand
Because there
correct.
was a behavior change between like when workload identity was introduced. I think the way we specify the event hub, like the endpoint suffix has changed between like with JW with like the previous approach of setting up Azure Event Hub versus the workload identity, because that SDK was also updated, the Azure SDK. I think I had the docs up to date with that, but that is something to check that they have that
Yeah, I
endpoint
was
in
gonna
the
ask
correct
that.
format.
We, I just opened up. Let me grab the link here. The the docs for Azure Event Hub really do not seem to show a lot of things. Like there's just one example there for SAS stream. If SAS is, if I remember correctly, SAS is that thing that we were supposed to remove, right?
Yeah,
Or
I think we like deprecated one of them, and one of them we kept around just for testing. I think that was the SaaS one. We kept it just for folks who want to test this in a pre-prod environment. And
right,
the workload identity was like the preferred approach. But
right.
I'll
Yeah,
just double
and
check. But
so we should probably add some more examples there. There's only one example, and that's for SAS. Let me leave the link here.
this is in
If
our
the
docs or in
in our docs.
our docs?
Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, in the provider, the link I just sent in the chat.
Okay.
Um, if you can open a PR there to add some more examples in the documentation, we can release it immediately. We don't need to wait for a Flux release for that. We just backport the PR to the release branch, and that goes straight away to the website. If
Mhm.
you if you can look into that. And in the meantime, I'm trying to reproduce the issue here. Uh, well, that's it from my side, I guess.
Yeah, I think something I had on my end was I was planning on doing a little update video on Flux 2.8 for next week. Um, it's nice that we've kind of shaken out some of the 2.8 release stream bugs, especially it's like a pretty massive set of behavioral improvements and changes. Um, so I was gonna do a little update video telling people that it's time to upgrade. Uh, I can only imagine the scramble. Was it a little bit of a scramble to to get that patch merged and released, Mateus?
The 283?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually quick. Um, like we released a patch 282 on last Friday,
Hmm.
and with help from AI, like it was so easy, and it was like the seven controllers on Friday, and we were able to do everything in like we started at 9, we finished like at 6. So seven controllers, the flux distribution, the control plane side of things, all of that in one day. And then on Monday, we had to release 283. That one was just Helm controller. It was one third of the time. So actually pretty okay.
Kingdon, I saw that. Did you add these notes about the bug scrub? Looks like you've been working on some workflows there.
Yes, yes. Actually, Tomo joined me for the bug scrub this week. And as you may know, Tomo is, I don't know, advisor or board member or something to several AI companies. Got me some additional free LLM support um, using Helix app platform, where they give a whole desktop computer to the LLM agent and you can remote in, and it's pretty neat. Tomo's idea was, what can we do to help the bug scrub with this technology? And I thought of a few things right away, like the old spreadsheet generator that I sort of abandoned. And I think there are a few other abandoned bug scrub technologies that might come back. But um, next bug scrub, we're definitely going to test out the LLM technology and see how much progress we can make on bug scrub things. Oh, and by the way, do we want to cancel the meeting next week while KubeCon is on? I can do it now, and it will come off the calendar in time.
Yeah, that would be ideal, actually. That's a great point.
Yeah, that's it for me. I'll take care of that.
Cool. I will post a little update, agenda update on this doc as well. And just presumably this is like, that's it, March 26th, is that right? Or 25th? Because that would be the EU time block, which is typically, I can't math right now. Our EU meeting is on Wednesdays, right?
Yeah, I think it's 25, I think.
25th. Yeah. Something like that. I see somebody's adding notes about the Azure OIDC integration.
Yeah, I was just calling out that difference in SDK. So I had noted that when I'd moved the SDK over from that older version to newer version as well, but that's the difference. Like in the older one, I think the fully qualified domain name was not expected, whereas in the newer one, it is expected. So it might be that if we should double check if that is what they're missing.
Perhaps the user might have gotten to the wrong FUDN from some docs updates, and then we were suggesting updating docs on website. Is that what's needed?
No, I think uh, our docs might be okay, but if they were using an older, like if, I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know, but we
I
should
s-
just double check the FQDN for sure. Um,
okay.
I have their address here. I have their configuration. Like the address is like SB colon slash slash uh something 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 dot servicebus dot windows dot net slash something. Is that how it should be?
no, I think that should be like the way I've mentioned in that, even in the like the dev agenda. It's like spec.channel needs to be just the event hub. So like event hub name dot service bus dot windows dot net or something like that.
Oh. One question, was this a breaking change when we upgraded when we moved away from the old library? Or
Um, Workload identity was being introduced for the first time with
oh
this.
right.
Yeah.
So did did we remove anything at the end in that change? I don't think so, right?
No, I think the only thing we did was deprecate the jot based auth, and yeah,
Hmm.
and we removed it
So
also from 2.7, I think.
right, so it was since it was the first time we were supporting workload entity, then was there was no breaking change. Nice. Okay.
Seems like the expectations about the URL format may have changed. I don't know if like a channel topic URL, if I would expect that to like require a different format just because I'm changing authentication methods. It might be worth just like calling out in a release note or something. People who are like lacking observability or who are behind um yeah, on their platform issues, sometimes like issues stack up. They might still benefit from seeing a release note that says, hey, like this thing probably broke in your environment. You might need to point at it and fix it. Some people just live with with broken event streams or something like that in the cluster because it previously worked and now it doesn't. All right. I think we've covered a good number of topics. Does anyone have anything else that they wanted to bring up? Flux development, Flux usage, coming to the bug scrub, uh, those kinds of things.
Yeah, perhaps I have one. Well, I've been working on this auto thing, and then I noticed that Flux was using the old events API. So I've been working on migrate everything to B1. Not sure if I share this, but yeah, I created an issue. Stefan asked me to create an issue to track all the changes. And what I noticed is like most of the controllers were not using the Flux runtime package for events. So I'm trying to make changes there to
Most of
use
them?
that. Yeah, yeah, at least help controller, customized controller. I haven't seen any reference.
That's
Uh,
impossible.
yeah,
We
it
like
is. Yeah.
the
Wow.
but that we use are you talking about the package that wraps sending events to Kubernetes and notification controller?
Uh, yeah, I believe so. I mean, package runtime events. That's the one.
I don't remember by name, but I'm
Yeah.
sure that all the controllers are using the package that wraps, that implements the event recorder interface to
Hmm.
send the events both to Kubernetes and notification controller. That's 100% true.
Okay. Okay. Perhaps. I mean, maybe wrong. I mean, I was working more on the package and notification controller more than the controllers. I just started, so I need to wrap my head around them.
Yeah, because
I
what
will
you're
check that.
saying is like you're saying that Flux notifications are completely broken.
No. What I was saying is like you're using the key recorder, the recorder package, what you mentioned, the events recorder. But I've seen that you have another implementation in runtime events under Flux package.
Maybe
So
we
that's
have
the
two packages then, and one is not used.
it could be so. I'm not sure. I
Yeah.
mean, it was just because I was quite surprised. That's all. But
Yeah. I'll find
yeah,
here the right one.
okay. If you can share that, that would be great.
Yep.
Um, yeah, so I'm currently working on the package just to have a good stable version to and start testing across controllers. And well, as we discussed, I mean, these new events will give us more information um, about the object that has, let's say, issued or created that event. And yeah, I think it's a good improvement to have. And then, of course, this moving to V1 might change the approach that I follow for the auto orchestration. So that one is on hold, even though I've been testing it and it's working fine, but the implementation might change a little bit. Yeah. What was just that? Just an update and clarify a bit this thing because I was a little bit confused.
Well, that's something I guess to get sorted on the work in progress. Thanks for
Yeah.
updating that
Yeah.
across the project. It's like always with the number of
So
dependencies.
the one that all the controllers should be using is runtime events. Is that the one you said we are not using?
Uh, yeah, I mean, I have it, for instance, let me see if let me see. Perhaps, okay, let me check this. Yeah, perhaps it's used, okay, I know what happened. I mean, it's used on main when you are creating the event recorder, but later on it's not using the controller. At least that's what I've seen. Let me see again.
Do you want to share your screen, Adrian?
Yeah, I can do it. Let me see. Yeah, I need to send a request. Looks like. Cool. Thank you. For instance, this is customized controller. Can you see it?
It's coming up. Um,
Oh,
it's
okay.
not. Yeah, it's on my screen now.
Okay, cool. So for instance, what I've seen is, for example, this is the controller, the customized controller, and here's the diff with the commit that I'm currently working on. And there was no reference to package runtime, but it's true. It's very true what you mentioned. I missed this. Is used here
It's in
in
main. Yeah,
the
yeah. It's
yeah
in
in
main.
main. So not sure if we should change that in the controller or use the directly the event package from Kubernetes. Yeah,
No,
that
we
was
should
my
this change should be transparent to controllers, right? We
mm,
just
yeah
we
yeah. I
just
mean
change. Oh,
hmm,
there's a breaking change with the new parameter, right? The related.
yeah. Yeah, and also there is another, I mean, more than that one, I think that one is manageable from the package. The other one is like in the package we have, let me share back again the package repo, and then I can show you better what I'm talking about. Let me try to reshare. Yeah, here. The package one. Um, yeah, can you see my screen
Mhm.
with the package and the editor? Yeah, so if you see here the recorder, let me move this. Does have this event def event and annotated event def.
Mhm.
Currently, this and this, well, event of course, but annotated event def is deprecated, so it's just event def, the one that is properly then encapsulates everything with the new.
So in the upstream package, annotated event F is deprecated, and there's only event F. I mean, I saw it
Yeah,
like there's only
yeah,
in the upstream package, there's only event F and nothing else, right? In the
yeah,
interface.
exactly, exactly. So I thought that you were, um, I mean, you
Right,
were
right.
using both. Yeah, so that was a little bit concerning because I don't know from the
Yeah,
controller if
I think
yeah,
we use both across the code.
yeah.
So
yeah, that's why I was wondering which approach should I take because
One question,
yeah.
the new actually I was curious to understand what is this new API that is actually so old and it was new years ago, turns out. And what
Yeah,
is
no.
actually changing? Like,
Hmm.
will users note a difference? For example, I think I saw that in the new API there's no annotations, or was where did I see that wrong? Like, can you still pass metadata to this new API?
Um, I mean, as first remembers, yes, I believe so. I mean, I have, I think in the issue that I shared, there are a couple of links about the things that have been deprecated. I believe that you can pass metadata, but to me, the main changes were this related object that you can correlate
Mm-hmm.
another object to the event.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that they rename some keys. For example, involve object is not object anymore. It's called now regarding
Yeah,
or something like
yes, we
that.
saw that. But we can't change
Yeah,
that. It
yeah,
we
from the
exposed
API.
this. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean that's I've been trying to check that and trying to remap, let's say the Flux P1 event and Kubernetes P1 event. Just trying to know, just adding new fields, but no backward compatible changes.
Mm-hmm.
Avoid any no backward compatible change. Yeah, my point was like I was a bit I have some doubts about if you, let's say, if you import Flux package into main and then you use the Kubernetes event package in the controller, I'm not sure if it implements this annotated event set or not.
Yeah, no, no, you're right. Like I think we should change this code entirely to like this. We don't care about backwards compatibility in the interface of this package. Like
Exactly.
this is
Yeah.
runtime. Runtime is like it's not GA and it will never be because we need freedom to change
Yeah.
Flux's code.
Yeah.
You know, this is
Yeah. Yeah.
not a lib for people to use. I don't care. So, uh, yeah, we can change everything that we need there. We should obviously preserve our behavior,
Yeah.
and
Of course.
that's it, I guess. Like we can totally, you can break the interface of this package entirely. That there's no issue with that.
Yeah, I mean, I will try not to do it, but if I have to, I will ask you around how to do
I would
it.
delete I
Yeah,
would delete like there's two constructors in that code. I would delete one of them and make
yeah,
things like change to proper options there. Like you see
yeah.
that we have new recorder and new recorder for scheme. Like no, just new recorder. Like let's use options correctly. And
Okay.
we can like there it's just one operation in the Kubernetes interface, right? That's all we need.
Yeah.
We don't need others. Let we have one,
Okay.
and in all the controllers we use that one, and that's it.
Okay. Okay. I will work on that then because I was trying to readapt that and it's not that easy. And also I noticed that we were exposing a lot of things in the struct, so I thought that at an interface on top, and perhaps my my solution ended up being too complex. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I
no,
will
you
have
can go for the clean approach. Like
Mhm.
this is a bit of a mess right now with all these overloads and the two
Yeah.
constructors. No, let's just do the right thing,
Mhm.
and this library will never be GA. I don't care.
Okay.
Do you
Okay.
think
Cool.
that the constructors are there for test injection potentially, Mateus?
Yeah, yeah, like those things that are required can remain. But like most of the time I would guess that we can have options in the constructor for that,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
So there might need to be a test refactor then, for removing those to clean it
Yeah,
up. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, cool. Sweet. That was so much easier than talking about it in the abstract. So thank you for sharing your screen and being willing to talk through that.
No worries, no worries. It's better to always show it yeah, have a tangible thing to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thanks again for having the interest to pick up the general maintenance task across the project because that's pretty cool.
Yeah, welcome.
Sweet. I think we might be potentially at the end of our agenda. Don't think I had anything else that I had to share on my side. Covered a few things. Kingdom hit some points. Deep D just chimed in on what Mateus was talking about with the end user report. Oh, Mateus, did you see that end user report in Slack that came in on the health check cancellation behavior for a customized controller?
Was that
Me and Stefan
which
ended up
one was
talking to
that?
the person a little bit, and we asked them to create an issue, but I don't know if the issue came in. Um, but
Which one
somebody's
was
having,
that?
um, sorry.
Which one was that? Oh, I see one here where you both are involved now. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, I think with this description, seems like the user seems to really know what they're looking at. So hopefully they're describing the bug accurately and hopefully it's not too hard to reproduce. Um, but this flag has been in customized controller for multiple releases now, right? The feature gate.
second release now. Yeah. In
Yeah.
the first release, it was uh a subset of the behavior. It was
Mm,
just a few, like it was just we we literally started a Go routine inside the reconcile of customized controller, and
yeah,
that Go routine was polling the source. And when the
yeah,
revision changed, we were canceling. Now the
yeah.
implementation has changed entirely,
That's a
and it's
pretty
not.
big change. Um,
Yeah,
for that definitely could cause a lifecycle bug, with how complicated the controllers are.
yeah.
The So we might have something to look at here. I didn't
Hmm.
see this kind of behavior when I was testing the Helm release bug fixes with this flag enabled in Helm controller. But I also was not pushing this velocity of number of changes. Um, so it also potentially, if this bug is affecting customized controller, it could potentially also affect Helm controller. So that's worth shaking out. Maybe we'll have a
Yeah,
chat
cool. I'll take a look at
about
that.
it a little bit next week if you don't have cycles. I don't have cycles to try and reproduce this right now. But it might be worth trying to make a harness for, and especially we might have some time standing around the booth like every now and then there's like 25 minutes where no one comes, like or during lunch or something. So we might be able to do some live debugging. Um, here's a PSA for anyone at KubeCon next week. The CFP for the Project Pavilion stage is up. And so if we want to put some Flux specific talks on the stage or talk about tooling or another workflow idea would be like if we're doing like agentic debugging of like Flux race conditions like this one, then maybe that would be like a cool thing to show to the maintainers in the project pavilion. Um, so I might I want to figure out something that we can contribute to that space because George always puts so much time and effort into making the project pavilion like a cool thing. And if we end up getting on the schedule, I can put it on the FluxCon page too. So do you know what I'm talking about, Mateus?
Hmm?
The project pavilion stage. There's like they put a stage like right in the project pavilion and you can like talk to everybody.
Hmm.
I think we should do something. Like you can basically like as a project member, like you can put something up there like that you think will be good for everybody. Like we could we could do a talk about like how we do like agentic debugging or something, or
Yeah.
even just show Flux operator UI or all kinds of stuff. So
I can be on stage with you, but I'm shy.
yeah, if you want to enable me to talk about something that you do, and then I can just be like, look at this cool thing Mateus did. Sure, I'll happily do that. Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, that's open to anybody who wants to do something. So just PSA on here. Um, cool. Okay, let's wrap up the meeting, or else we're going to keep coming up with more things to talk about. But you guys are all the best. Love doing this meeting with everyone. Looking forward to next week at KubeCon. And yeah, meeting next week will be canceled. Kingdom's sending that out. And thank you. We'll catch up in 2 weeks here.
Thank you. Have fun at
Right.
KubeCon.
See you
Thank you.
guys.
Bye.
Have a nice week. Goodbye.